getting in the shower. I'm sorry, I'm getting in the bathtub. I'm out of Epsom salts. As you know, I'm very, very careful. Extremely careful. Especially when I'm doing the apple cider vinegar, because it does make the tub more slippery. Alright, that's nice and hot. I'm running the dishwasher with vinegar again. I think I'm engaging what's known as wishful thinking. Like, seriously. I'm engaging in wishful thinking. It's like, I know the dishwasher's broken, but I want to think it's going to magically fix itself. You know? Simply because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the aggravation. I don't want to deal with the cost. I don't want to deal with the repairman coming here, etc., etc., etc. I want to add more water, but not as hot. It's not as hot. Probably isn't hot because I'm running the dishwasher. Okay. It is hot, good. I need to add a little more water. Thought I had more water. Maybe it slowly went out. I don't know. So I'm going to shave my legs, even though, as we've already established, it's pointless for me to shave my legs. So I do it just because I feel like it. I ran out of Epsom salt, so I'm soaking in Himalayan pink crystal salt and a bottle of Bragg's organic 32-ounce apple cider vinegar with the mother. So I found out something interesting. I contacted the person who recommended the adjuster to me, and as I told you, it's not the original adjuster, but when he, quote, rejected, unquote, me, and I was upset and left a voicemail, wanting to know what I'd done wrong so I wouldn't make the same mistake, because I still had to get this taken care of, still had to find an adjuster even if I had turned him off to you know, wanting to take me on as a client. I guess that's what you call it, a client, I don't know. As a customer, client. It turned out it was all in my head. Okay, he wasn't upset with me. He just was too busy and changed his mind and didn't realize he was going to cause me to have an emotional breakdown. And when he did realize that, when I was even apologizing for anything I might have done to offend him, and, you know, can you please tell me what I did wrong so I don't make the mistake with someone else? I'm sorry, blah, 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 I'm sorry I overwhelmed you. When he realized that I was taking it personally, he found me someone else in his field who, you know, he knew I would otherwise be flying blind and, you know, all upset. And falsely believing he'd rejected me over something I'd done, which is what I 100% believed, as we've already established. Okay. And we already know why I I'm like that. I've always been like that. It's not going to change. My college friends, no matter what they did to assure me, I still never felt like they really liked me. And that is sad. It's not their fault. It's mine. But true nonetheless. So, I already told you, this local plumber, who's not my contractor's plumber, my contractor doesn't live near me. And his plumber didn't live near me, so I had to pay for traveling costs. And he even said, what did you have me come here for? If you had someone local, it would cost you a lot less. I'm going to give you a discount because you know, name of contractor, you know, but, you know, I still, and I said, because I didn't know any better. That's why. Because plumber number one wouldn't do it because he thought it had to do with my hot water heater, which it didn't. It was just a coincidence that it was, the leak was located, it was the pipe connecting the hot water heater. And he thought it was hot water heater leaking, and he doesn't deal with hot water heaters, unplugging them and whatnot, so. He did do other stuff though. He was here that first day and he didn't charge. And then it turned out we had a second leak that didn't cause damage to the house. Just caused my mom and I to incur more costs and her to consequently be more upset. We hadn't even paid plumber number two yet, and she was saying, we had to pay $900 to plumbers. And I, Mom, for all I know, plumber number two is going to be $900 himself. I don't know. It's taken him a long time to do the work. It needed to be done. Worst case scenario, we borrow it temporarily from Joe. Anyway, plumber number two, I've known him from years ago when he worked for a company, and now he's on his own, and he just does minor things. He does not move hot water heaters. I guess because in case something happened with it, I don't know. Doesn't matter. The fact is, he doesn't move hot water heaters. It's his prerogative, and it turned out it wasn't a hot water heater leak. Now, I still haven't paid him because he's had to wait for things to dry out. He's, this, that, whatever. Other girls are like stars. You're like the northern lights. Yeah. You think that now because I have more clout in your eyes now that I'm more popular and you're aware of my popularity. Otherwise, you were not impressed with me a decade ago, and you damn well know it. And it didn't matter how pretty or beautiful I was or sexy. You were not impressed with me. You were physically, sexually attracted to me. It's not the same as being impressed with me like you are now and thinking I'm special, or at least pretending you think I'm special. Pretending is what Donald did. Or maybe it wasn't pretending, he just couldn't deal with the real person in real life. I don't know. All I know is he gave me nothing. In or out of the bedroom, nothing. Nothing. Nada, zilch, zero. Fucked me up every which way to Sunday. Makes, as I've said, it makes how fucked up I admittedly was when Donald first got his clutches on me. That makes me look like the sanest person imaginable, the least fucked up person, human being on the planet imaginable, compared to how fucked up I am now. I'm fucked up in ways that I'm not even aware of, to tell you the truth. Be that as it may, I'm also aware of how many wolves in sheep's clothing there are out there. Indisputably. When I stayed in that emergency domestic violence shelter in California, my case manager, whatever you want to call her, she was a victim of domestic abuse, and she warned me. She said I had to give a class. They had to go mandated by court to my class, and they would taunt me, saying, I can spot one of you a mile away. I said, thanks for telling me, good to know. Anyway, back to the dishwasher. I have this wishful thinking in me that I can somehow, it's just somehow going to magically fix itself. So I'm running it again with just vinegar. And then I'll try running the dishes with soap and see what happens. Maybe it will magically fix itself, but I highly, highly doubt it. You're not going to get this in real time. In fact, you're not going to get it for... What time did I upload that last video today? 8 in the morning or something? I don't know. We'll just figure you're not going to get this video plus more until tomorrow night, just to cover my ass. The adjuster's supposed to come tomorrow, barring, something happening. Something can always happen in this life. To me as well, because I'm going out for my 6-mile walk. It's only in the 40s, but it's sunny and nice out. It's going to be sunny and nice out tomorrow, too. So if you end up getting this video tomorrow night, and along with any other videos I do, which I'm going to do when washing the dishes, because I want this place clean, even if the adjuster's only going to look at my bathroom and my bedroom. My bedroom's spotless right now. I want everything clean. I want the kitchen clean. You're not going to get these in real time. Again, shaving my legs for no reason at all. They only stay shaved without having stubble for one measly day. So there's really no reason except I like to do it. That's my reason for doing it. It's a good enough reason. So back to my plumber. It was very nice. I left him a voicemail. I appreciate it. I can't stop you if you want to give my mom and me a discount, etc., etc. I heard that you're very, very fair, and I already know you're a very nice person and whatnot. I don't want you cheating yourself. I want to pay you. Please get me that itemized thing. Anyway, I found out via the one who helped me, in this neighborhood. I wouldn't call him a friend. I'd call anybody a friend. Anyhow. I wouldn't even call him an acquaintance. I would call him somebody who just wants to help me, the damsel in distress. I was aware of my mom's situation. Because, you get a reputation. I have my own reputation. I took down the giant poster board. Giant, takes up half my door. The other half was to the delivery people to please respect me and put my packages in plastic. And then the new poster board was, I'm all alone, falling apart, and nobody cares. I kept that up for one day and took it down. I was that was only in response to being, in my eyes, rejected by that adjuster who was all said. He's going to come this week. I told him I'm open and he can come anytime. And then for him to suddenly do an about face made me 100% believe I'd done something to upset him. In the end, it may still have been that. It may have been that I did overwhelm him and upset him, but I also, when I was upset and practically crying into his voicemail, he felt bad for me and found me someone potentially else, but didn't know even if that person was going to help me. So it's not like he told me that he was going to do it. I simply got a call from that person saying, yeah, so-and-so is too busy. He referred you to me. Give me a call back. As for my contractor, what the fuck's going on with him? I told him, the adjuster and me, we need a reasonable, now that you know what the low amount of insurance company came back with, we need a more reasonable estimate from you in writing, which you didn't do before. You simply went through my house and said this, that, whatever, I give people the benefit of the doubt. That means I will never think, even though it could be true, I give people the benefit of the doubt until I'm proven otherwise. And in this instance, there's no way to prove anything. So people get the benefit of the doubt. That applies to accidents too. There is no way to prove that one hockey player intentionally murdered the other player with his skate. It's a very combative, people get hurt in sports all the time. He might have just been overzealous. It doesn't mean he intentionally was trying to murder anybody. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, the family's entitled to believe what they believe, and I am entitled to say I really don't care, and I can't pass judgment on anything unless I know for sure. So now, let's not flash forward. Let's address my situation. My contractor admittedly said too high of an estimate to the insurance company. He did that for who knows. He did that because he feared that he might find more damage and have to eat the cost if he'd already agreed to whatever. And he thought it was coming out of the money allotted to him to do my repairs, the unknown amount of money for me to stay in extended stay hotel. So it should be me and my mom. By the time this all goes down, if it hopefully goes down, it'll probably be me and my mom. I don't know. My mom's in a different place now. They're not all the same. They don't always keep you for a very long time. Sometimes she gets out within a week or two because people don't want to deal with her in the mental hospital, and then she's not even remotely well. They send her home in worse condition. I could write a book, told ya. There have been places who sent my mom home because they didn't want to deal with me advocating for her. And then there was that notorious, she came home in a week. She was taking off all her antipsychotics but one, and I was dealing with a psychiatrist who didn't believe in more than one antipsychotic. And my mom didn't stay well. She was sent home, and within a measly 1 week, supposedly better, stayed better briefly, and had another breakdown, and wound up back in a place who 100% believed in drugging her. So here we go. That's why I call it all a joke. And my mom, nothing but those little pets I had when I was fucked up little girl. Who indisputably should not still be breathing all these over 4 decades later. I don't say that to be melodramatic. I say it because it is indisputably the fucking truth. 9 minutes left. I should not still be breathing. Should have been gone from this earth a long time ago. Either by my own hand or more likely via someone else's hand or via just some sort of ridiculously deadly, to me, bad accident, you know. Any number of those things. Any of those 3 things. So the nice plumber said to the guy who helps me, and he's going to find me a dishwasher repairman who won't take advantage of me. It was recommended. Other people in this neighborhood have used. Said, so-and-so thinks your contractor is taking advantage, trying to take advantage. He thinks that $30,000 was way too high. I said, well, first of all, just so you know, he didn't see the damage. The plumber didn't see the damage. All he saw was the leak. He's not even the plumber who fixed that leak. He fixed the second one on the same pipe, but nonetheless, he doesn't know the damage. It's not 30. My plumber, I'm going to give my contractor the benefit of the doubt because I like him. If I like you, you are going to get the benefit of the doubt from me. I'm not going to change in that regard. You're going to get, if I like you, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt until you know, show me that I was wrong to trust you all along. I was wrong to even trust you in the first place. Benefit of the doubt doesn't mean if you're a guy, I'm going to trust you and date you or go to bed with you or any number of things. I'm just talking about on a casual level. As in, I trust my contractor. He has proven to be trustworthy. I don't believe he was intentionally trying to fuck over my insurance company. I don't know for sure, but I choose to not believe it. And it's possible he came over at night, he was tired, he didn't even want to be here, and, you know, kind of just... But I think he was just erring on the side of caution. He didn't understand. He said, oh, it's an estimate. Yeah, but in this case, the insurance company gives you that money, so you really have to prove it. And they're going to start off low and then possibly give you more as it goes along. My contractor didn't understand that, so... I don't fault the plumber saying, just trying to look out for me and saying that contractor saying $30,000, I think that's way too high. I don't know about that. It might not be. We'll see. I don't care what it is. I just want to repair it all repaired, you know? It could be 7, which I know it's not, or 10, or 15, or 20, or 30, or 50. It needs to be repaired properly. Even if I have to do it out of pocket. The insurance company has this weird thing where it's like, we don't pay for slow. How can you? What? That's arbitrary. What constitutes a slow leak? Okay, you have no idea what's a slow leak, a fast leak. The fact is, there could be a leak that you don't know about. We can't know about these things. I mean, that's arbitrary too. It's open to interpretation. Like, what do you consider a slow leak? Nobody's going to know about these leaks the minute they happen. If they knew about them the minute they fucking happened, there wouldn't be any damage at all to your home, would ya? Would there? Probably not, because you would take care of it immediately. This one was coming out of that pipe good enough, okay, for an unknown amount of time. Plus it took time for me to even get somebody to repair it. But then when he went to go touch it, it was ready to like burst. You know, it was all ready to burst. And if it had burst before then, it would have caused even more damage to my home. Because that wound up being contained. So I don't know. I don't know anything. I know I don't know what that second plumber's total bill is going to be. I want him to not cheat himself, okay? Don't worry, we have the money. I don't want your fucking charity. As I said to him without the swear word. I said it politely and firmly. I don't want your charity. We have the money. I'm just trying to gauge our funds. That's all. Worst case scenario, I say to myself, I could temporarily borrow some money from Joe. Right? Joe makes almost 6 figures. He can temporarily lend me some money. He's already said so. And my baby was going to have a home thing. Joe was going to lend me like $700. So. Home euthanization. Yeah, they does cost that much. They come out to your home, they take the body away and cremate it, and it costs like $700. And like the different ones, it's what they cost. That's if you have it done at home, you know. Not if you have it done in a vet's office, then it's like a fraction of that. But if I fainted on the hard floor and ended up hospitalized, you know, which could easily happen, then yeah, there you go. Better to have it done at home, pay $700 and borrow it from Joe. Oh, when my mom was sick again, she was yet again talking about digging up Omar and burying him somewhere in a pet cemetery. So, had to deal with that too. I'm like, Mama, please stop. Please stop. I have my Omar shrine. I stare at it. I cry periodically. I saw that woman with her $2,000 purebred pug that she got 1 month after her pug she had to put him to sleep. He was 14 and a half. So my Omar was 2 years older than that. And actually, if we want to be blunt, my Omar died at the right time, because look at all the stuff that went down with my mom and me, and what would I have done if Omar was still here and I don't want to have anybody showing up here? What would I do? I'd be in such a conundrum. I'd be like going crazy. I cannot be here when these stupid people come to my home unannounced, but I have to be here every 3 hours to take care of my dog. You know, it could have broken me, so. My mom getting sick at all this time. You know, Omar was 16 and a half almost. He lived a good long life where he was fucking loved, including by my abusive ex and his enabling mom. Omar was loved. Omar was loved. My baby was so loved. And I cried about him just last night. And I saw that woman in her pug, but I didn't want to talk to them. I was just bringing some garbage out to the barrel outside. And she was out early in the morning, and I saw her pug probably knew I was there watching, but she did. He was looking behind. He sensed me, cutie pie.